Our conversation on immigration continued with more problems stemming from illegal immigrants.
I have a Haitian young man. I had him working with me. He married a Bahamian lady. So he told me the other day, say, boss man, I waiting 1 more year. You want to get his permits, you want to get a residence because he married a Haitian Bahamian. The girl, she's a Haitian. It isn't such thing as a Haitian Bahamian, but her mother is a Haitian, her daddy is Haitian, but she born here, so she's a Bahamian.
She has status, she got a passport.
So yes, I believe so because she got his papers sorted because he could work any place now. So when I told him, I said I can have to let you go because you did some work and I didn't appreciate what you did, mess up the job, and it cost me. So he said, I don't need to work for you. I said, okay. He said, you see this? I could go any place. I could work any place. He showed me a card with his picture ID, and he said he could go mentally stop him. He showed that he's a citizen, like he's a. So I say, he's gonna be a Bahamian soon because he said he had to wait 1 more year for them to put his papers in and get it. He pay immigration $1,000 every term for.
That's a good myth.
It's a permit. I know it's a permit, but his wife get him a. He don't pay for permit anymore. He had to pay a residence. Yes. So that's what he paid for. So, but I noticed some Bahamian woman now. They'll marry a Haitian man.
What I just say.
For money. Yeah, that's what you said. You said that, you see, and because. I don't know. It does happen.
Let's use the hospital and the clinics now. I was on the line trying to get to see the doctor, and on the line there was a lady came. She brought another Haitian family or friend with her who could speak a little bit of English. She could produce a passport and cannot speak no Bahamian language at all. She cannot understand what the woman is asking her. Where she got the passport from, with national insurance. So the lady asked in the back of the counter, ma'am, where you got the passport from? Do you understand me? Who you brought with you to tell where you live in? Or she said, so. The woman said, what you mean so? Where do you live? She called a friend, asked her friend, and her friend told her she called somebody to ask her the way they live in. That is horrible.
And what is the government's role?
By a show of hands, how many of you believe that when it comes to dealing with our immigration challenges, the government is doing enough?
Yeah, because they might be doing, I can't answer it because they may be doing it what I don't see. They may be doing a lot that I may not see. So I can't say they're not doing anything. See, if you answer that without enough information, you'll be answering it wrong. You're looking at it from the naked eye. And internally, they can be doing a lot. But for me, I would rather say to me it's hard to say.
I could say no.
Ms. Finley, go ahead.
The one thing I always tell people look at the government to be the prime ministers, the ministers, and the MPs. The government is all fun.
Thank you.
Persons in immigration, I heard people say how the immigration people come to them and knock them on the door, know the Jamaicans living there and they had permit and take their money. Some of these things never get to the real people. And this is why I am saying we as a people, you know who run ministries? Not the MP or the minister, the cabinet minister. You know who run the ministry? The PS, the DPS, and the directors, and managing directors.
We need to enforce our laws better.
Let me start enforcing it. We're inhumane. the human rights. So
yeah, that's
inhumane. You guard your border, let me guard mine. We are Bahamians and we need to guard our Bahamas.
Do we have a sense? Let's take the school situation and let's take it to its logical conclusion. do we have a sense of how this plays out in 10, 15 years?
Well, we see it playing out now.
Right now, that's why I say schools.
Playing out right now.
What's the I mean, is what is happening now a reasonable, normal consequence of immigration challenges to the extent where it is manageable and easily accommodated, or is it out of control? Where do we stand on that continuum?
Well, again, the hardest thing in this country is getting reliable empirical data. But from persons I talk with, persons who work in the healthcare system, in the school system, wherever, all reports I get is that it's out of control. I have persons who work at the clinic, and again, first thing in the morning, a behemoth can't find space. Whether it's a maternity ward or whether it's a Clementry clinic or whatever clinic, it's flooded.
You heard Ms. Finley say drastic times require drastic measures. But in your sense, how far are people prepared to go?
I ready to go far because the only problem I have right now, she remember to say Jack Thompson. I have to go to what I want to see him for. But I tell them the Haitian in Calvin, they can send me to somebody else. I don't need to see nobody else. I need to see Jack Thompson. Then the secretary, we don't have no appointment.
You know, I'll correct you. That is why we have a representative. And I think we need to take a different approach. We need to be able to get a petition. Aaron Cash is the representative for Michael. He's our man. We have to have some petition. He has to work for us.
We can start tonight.
Right now, Charlie,
He has to work for us. If we wanted to be trained, we have to work him.
Bring the bulldozer.
Bring the petition. We need 300 signatures. We need 300 signatures for him to speak on the matter. He gets 300 signatures. Now his job is to have sleepless nights until he rectifies the problem. If we speak, he represents.
Right.
If he take a stand, I think I've been around and I've seen politics. I've yet to see politicians, in my opinion, work for the people.
That's right.
They make too much noise in Parliament. Understand? The government is there to make laws and to correct laws, not to go through what they be making all unnecessary noise all the time for. Make laws. We have a lot of antiquated laws that we can amend. We don't do it. We amend the laws to better because we're moving forward. And if we're going forward, we need better laws.